Imagine you're in my audience, and I say the following.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to stand up, grab a partner, and don't make me define grab. Just stand up and face a partner. Hands off, hands off. Not that kind of workshop. All right. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to turn around so that you cannot see your partner. Turn around so you cannot see your partner. Somebody said thank you. Now, I want each one of you to change 12 things about your own appearance.
Welcome back. How would you feel? Would you start changing 12 things? Okay, now imagine I then said this.
Okay, hold on. I forgot we were in L.A. All right. What I want you to do is change any 2 things about your own appearance. You could put your collar up or down, your name tag on differently. Change any 2 things.
Welcome back. Now how would you feel? Relieved? Would you start changing 2 things? What I'd like you to do now is listen to the rest of this live audio because it makes such an important point that all speakers have to understand. And we'll only take a couple of minutes. And afterwards, I'll welcome you back. And you'll see how to immediately make this practical for your next presentation.
Let me ask you a question. What was that activity about? Who said observation? All right, very good. Very wrong, but it's a good try. It's a good try. Never tell your audience they're wrong. That was wrong. All right. It wasn't about observation. What was it about? Connecting, interacting. Okay, all wrong. Now, that activity was not about observation or connecting or interacting, although they could be if you want to take the activity and use it. It was about change. Think about it. I know how you looked at me because some of your head spun around like The Exorcist. But how did you feel when I said change 12 things about your own appearance? It's too much, right? Is it Donna?
Yes.
Donna was looking at me like, I don't have 12 things on.
That's right.
Should have told me it was that kind of workshop. Don't even laugh because you looked a little too anxious to start taking off 12 things. Watch out, man. But how did you feel when I said change any 2 things? Much better, right? And I said change 1 more thing. You could do it, couldn't you? Here's what I can guarantee you. I could have kept saying change 1 more thing. Change 1 more thing. Change 1 more thing. Until we got up to 12, you would have found a way, you would have been okay. I do this with change management seminars, but it makes an even better public speaking point. Change small and change often. Don't try to change everything at once. But what do you think it means for public speaking? Yes, sir. Work on one thing at a time. Okay, good. What?
Don't try to have your audience have to change so many things.
Thank you. Here it is. She said, don't. I'm going to reiterate that right now because you should. Now, what'd you say now? Overwhelmed. For the audience, right? Think about that. Too many speakers try to get across too much information in too little time. Do you agree?
Yeah.
I'm doing it today. I just say, share your flaws. Too many speakers try to get across too much information in too little time. Remember this old speaker proverb. When you squeeze your information in, you squeeze your audience out.
Welcome back. There you have it. Too many speakers try to get across too much information in too little time. Do the opposite. There's a rule of thumb that I use that you might want to follow, and I call it my 10-to-1 rule of thumb. For every 10 minutes I speak, I feel I can make one major point, illustrate it effectively, and make it palatable for my audience. So if I'm called to speak for 45 minutes, how many points am I going to make? And don't you dare say 4.5. Round down. I'll make 4. In fact, when meeting planners call, they'll say, hey, Craig, we want you to speak for 45 minutes. I say, great. You'll get my 4 R's to remarkable results. If they call up and say, Craig, we want you to speak for 30 minutes, I say, great. You'll get my 3 R's to remarkable results. If they call and say, Craig, you have 10 minutes. Okay, buddy, but you're down to an R. But I promise you it will be remarkable. Okay? I do this because I refuse to squeeze my information in. Because, again, when you squeeze your information in, you squeeze your audience out. So this is Crag Valentine signing off from this week's speaking tip. I'll see you next week, and until then, keep speaking up.